What's going on, Ray?
Well, you know, there's a lot of big numbers in the rearview mirror on spending and income that were really shocking last month. So we want to see if we reverse some of these trends. And it's hitting the wires, Joe. February income, spending, and PCE. Expecting the income number to be up about 0.5%, maybe up 0.4, double that, up 0.8, and up to now, no revisions yet. That follows up 0.9. You know, up 0.9 last month was 1-year high. Let's add in 0.8. This is solid back to back. Now, if we look at the spending side, last month at -0.2, that was the first negative number in 2 years. It was the biggest negative in drop in spending in 4 years, but we reversed it to some extent, up 0.4, about as expected. And if we look at real spending adjusted for inflation, last month, -0.5%. That was the first negative in a year, the biggest drop in 4 years, but yet we reversed that, but in a smaller way. Adjusted for inflation, up 0.1, up 0.1. And now let's take a look at the PCEs. We'll start out month over month, expected to be up 0.3, comes out at 0.3. If you look at year over year, expected 2.5, it comes out at 2.5. If we look at the core now on a month over month, expected up 0.3, a little warmer, up 0.4. That would be the warmest going back to, well, I'm going to have to go. That'll be the warmest basically in a year, January of 24. And finally, if we look at core, year over year, expected 2.7. It's a 10th warmer as well. 2.8. 2.8 will be the warmest going back to, well, the end of last year we were 2.86. So this one remains sticky. Revisions coming in now. Okay, I'm going to go slowly here. The income goes from 0.9 up to 0.7 last month. The -0.2 on spending gets a little bigger, -0.3, but we reversed it. And -0.5% on the real spending number goes to -0.6. So we see that some of the takeaways from revisions were a little bit less in the positives, a little bit more on the negatives. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good report. Now, even though we had some slightly hotter PCE numbers, we see that yields are moving down. Now, 10-year yesterday had a 1-month high close going back to the 24th of February. Here we are right now hovering at 431. At 431, we're -5 basis points on the day, but we're still up 6 basis points on the week, and that's something to pay attention to, especially considering the steepening of the curve we're finally starting to see. We're back about 35 basis points, 10s to 2s. Joe, Becky, back to you.